Hi, this is Josh Marshall from TPM Media. It's Wednesday, April 23rd, 2008. As you know, yesterday was the Pennsylvania primary and Hillary Clinton put together a solid win over Barack Obama. Now, I think the breaking point in this race was about 8 points. Anything closer than 8 points, the story would have been Barack Obama didn't win, but he closed the gap with Hillary Clinton, and at least in the spin war, it would have been a win for Barack Obama. Any spread wider than that would have been a win for Hillary Clinton, that she held him off, that even if she didn't keep the 15% or 20% margin that she had 7 weeks ago, that she still came through with a solid win. Now, with almost all the precincts reporting, the spread was, depending on how you want to slice and dice the numbers, either 10% or 9.5%. So according to my metric of 8 points, that means it's not only a strong numerical win for Hillary Clinton, but also a expectations win for her, although not by that much. So basically, I think this leaves us at the status quo, more or less where we were before the voting yesterday. But where do we go from here? Senator Clinton's argument is going to be that this shows that Barack Obama simply can't win in the big swing states in the Midwest, states like Pennsylvania and Ohio, particularly among white working class voters who often end up being the swing voters in those states. But is that exactly what it shows? Not precisely. What it shows is that Barack Obama either hasn't or can't beat Hillary Clinton in these states. That's pretty clear. He didn't do it in Pennsylvania, he didn't do it in Ohio, and even though Barack Obama improved his margins a bit among key demographic groups, it's pretty much the same picture. In these states, in these big Rust Belt, Midwestern states, Hillary Clinton is just stronger than Barack Obama. But that's not the question. The question is she better equipped to beat John McCain in those states in the general election than Barack Obama is? Now, there's no real way to know the answer to that question, but the best evidence we have, again, isn't looking at how Clinton does versus Obama. It's looking at how the both of them do against John McCain in polls that have already been conducted in these key states. So what do those show? Now, before we look at those numbers, one point to keep in mind, I think it's probably the case that both Democrats' numbers right now are artificially depressed vis-a-vis John McCain, precisely because McCain is out there not being criticized by anybody, and Obama and Clinton are both clobbering each other and making each of them look worse in the eyes of a lot of Democrats and swing voters. That being said, again, let's look at the head-to-heads. In Ohio and Pennsylvania, the numbers are kind of all over the place, but on balance, right now, it does seem like Hillary Clinton does run better against John McCain than Barack Obama does. But that's not the whole story. Last week, Survey USA did individual state polls of a number of states around the country, and what they came up with was a mixed picture. Take Iowa. In Iowa, Survey USA had Obama beating McCain by 7 points, while McCain beats Clinton by 6 points. Another poll out by Rasmussen a couple days ago in Colorado showed a similar picture. It had Barack Obama beating John McCain by 6 points in Colorado, whereas Hillary Clinton is losing to McCain by 14 points. Back to Survey USA, again, in Virginia, both Democratic candidates are losing to John McCain, but Barack Obama runs much stronger there against McCain than Hillary Clinton does. 8-point margin versus 16-point margin. Take it all together, and the big picture seems to be that Hillary Clinton does run stronger against McCain in the industrial Midwest. On the other hand, Barack Obama runs stronger than Hillary does in the West, the mountain states, places like that. Some states that are really key for Democrats, other states that Democrats haven't won in presidential elections in a long time, but could win with Obama. So take that all together, and the Electoral College is basically a wash between Clinton and Obama, which makes sense because that's pretty much where the national popular vote totals are too. I'm Josh Marshall from TPM Media, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.